What's new, Booski? Thank you so much for joining today's video. I have a special treat for you. I'm gonna show you how I achieve the best at home silk press. So if you're interested, you got hair, you wanna learn, just stay tuned. We about to slay, boo. All right, yes, I do look like Michael Myers' younger sister, Michaela Myers, but that's okay. I'm not gonna stay this way. Lovey J's about to slay. Oh, I'm rhyming tonight. It's gonna be a good night. It's raining outside. That's fine. That's fine. So, what we have are weapons of choice to achieve the at-home silk press, the Silk Elements silk press line. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Booski, do I need all this? Not necessarily, but to me, I like to buy an entire line just so I can make a best decision, and also because I have no self-control. So, what you can see here, we have a shampoo and we have a conditioner. I also have a hair glosser and I have a heat spray. Might even tell you guys a silky story, and then we'll look at our final products. So with the Silk Elements line, there's different types of shampoos and conditioners aside from the fact of the ingredients, but what the specific product is going to do. I always aim for over-processed, weak hair and relaxed and natural, or dry and damaged hair. Typically, I've used these interchangeably, if you can see, just so y'all can see. Boom, there's one. That's the shampoo, and the conditioner's right here, just so you can see. And I typically use these interchangeably because they all serve the same purpose, and my hair has been through the fire and flood. So I really don't discriminate on whatever product I use as long as it's silk, as long as it is Silk Elements. It doesn't bother me. So I'm about to head to the shower, and I'm gonna show you. Oh, I forgot one of my weapons of choice. Oh my goodness, she's so hairy. Ooh. So this particular weapon is the most important. This is the Big Daddy gun. Now these two, the conditioner and this particular product, I forgot what you call it. I always call it the accordion because it moves. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to comb and detangle. It's a detangler. I go through, wet my hair, shampoo it, and then once I'm done with the good shampoo, I'll go through with the conditioner, and I will pull through with this item, and I'll be able to pull the curls through. I don't have an entirely curly head. You guys are about to be able to see whenever it's time for me to blow dry. And I let the conditioner sit for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I wash it out. Let's move on to the wash. Okay, Booski. Whew, I'm back. I just got through taking my shower, doing my shampoo and my condition. What I did use, like I mentioned before, was the tool with the accordion detangler. And what I tend to do, just to give you a sequence of events, just to make sure, like I said, my shower is efficient. I'm not in there all day because the blow drying and the flat iron process tends to take a little longer. As you can see, my hair has different textures. I have some straight pieces where the parts where I was over processed, and I have a lot of curly pieces in the back more so. There's almost no relaxer in the back. So let me show you. Okay. There it is. There she is. Most people are like, girl, start over, cut it all off. No. I take my shower, wash off, or usually rinse off, and then I use my shampoo. I go through and I usually do 2 shampoos, normally focusing in the middle where it's the most curly, my edges where they tend to have the product build up from the edge booster if I want to do my edges, or from the style polisher. So I try to focus on those 2 specific areas. Wash out, wash my body, whatever beautiful body wash that I have at the time, because I'm a body wash freak. And then after I'm done with that, I go in with the conditioner and I use my accordion and I just pull the conditioner through, and like I said, I usually put it on for about 3 to 5 minutes and I let it sit, and then I wash it off, and I wash off one more time just to make sure I don't have any shampoo conditioner all over me, even though I don't know if it's gonna hurt. And I normally have about either 3 or 4 clips. Typically it's just 3. It just seems to be easier, and I section my hair in 4 parts to make sure that, of course, my hair has a little bit of shine and sheen to it. So we have the coconut glossing polish. Woo, woo. And we also have the olive heat protection spray. Now, full transparency, there are times, because my silk press is so poppin' with the steps I'm about to show you, that I don't necessarily need this particular step, but just because it's there, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. But I noticed that it does definitely make a difference, but it is not a world of difference as to where I need to do it every single time. It's not a necessity for me, but it does serve a purpose as being a not only a glosser, but it also serves as an additional barrier against heat damage. Now, I want to show you my big daddy. This is my Babyliss Pro Nano Titanium Blow Dryer. This thing will blow your sins away. I'm about to use the flat brush that I have, the flat paddle brush that I have, just to assist with it, because the whole purpose, we can silk press all day long, but to save our work and save the integrity of the silk press, it's very important that you get a good foundation with your blow dry. This is almost more important than the flat iron job that I'm about to do. So enough talking, let's go ahead and get to getting. So that's my first piece. Take the clip, put it at the top, and just so you can see, this is about as much hair as I use. You can use less, you can use more. I'm tired and I don't feel like being here all night. I'm gonna take the piece, I don't even know what you would call this piece. I'm gonna call it the funnel. I'm gonna take the funnel, and normally I kind of give it a little bit of a twist. So because the angle that I'm pointing downward with my hair, it's not gonna be completely perfect. So I tend to twist it this way so the air can funnel through correctly and hit the strands. Okay, Bootski, as you guys can see, the blow dryer blew. I did what I was supposed to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and section off my hair in 4 different sections, just the same way that I did in my blow dryer. Actually, it was 3, but I'm gonna go ahead and section it off and make sure that I have a clear line of demarcation when it comes to my center of my hair, because that's where my hair tends to hold the most water, that tends to retain the most curls. So I just need to go ahead and make sure that I can get through safely. So let's go ahead and get it started. Should I put on my heat spray and my glosser, just so y'all can see the consistency. So I'm gonna go through very lightly. Notice how I didn't put my complete palm in because I don't want it to be so shiny. So, and I'm also gonna use the excess from my palms and go through the back. Get underneath, get on top, get in the center. Just so you can see, I finished the first section, 1 pass, and I need to trim something fierce. Because we want to get those edges. I could potentially get them because my edges are long enough. I could potentially get them with this, but I just want to make sure I'm not burning myself. And this flat iron that I'm about to show you is super precise. It is the EAP flat iron. I don't know if this is a 1/4 of an inch, but as you can see, this is the width. No, this is the width. This is the space. And this is geared for short hair and as well as the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this up. I'm gonna reinforce some of the pieces that I see that I missed, and we'll be done. There's only one particular setting on the EAP flat iron. So I'm gonna go through and do this in 3 different spots, 3 different sections. Y'all see? Pretty decent silk press. Pretty decent. Straggly piece, straggly piece. I don't want to keep it in the middle, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to try to put a makeup look together, try to complete the look, take a couple of pictures, and I'll be back. Hey, don't talk to me. I'm in a different realm and I'm in a different league. I feel so good. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support. I'm at 28 subscribers for my last 3 videos. Hopefully we can get to a cool 30 by the end of this video. I'm learning beauty and I'm taking y'all with me. So I hope you guys have a great night. Love you guys. Bye. From time to time, I used to go, and I don't know why, at some point in time in my life, I used to like to drive at night. I loved driving. Matter of fact, one of my friends, my old friends, used to call me Night Rider. I don't know why. I just like driving at night. I feel like there's no one on the road. There's no traffic. It's calm. It's peaceful. It's cute. One night, I was traveling back. All I know is, I can't even remember specifically where I was because this happened so long ago, maybe like 7 or 8 years. I was traveling down a main highway called Highway 78. And I know I was coming from the direction of what, potentially Ridgeville, wherever I was coming from. I was coming the opposite direction, coming home to my apartment. I stopped at a Hess, I believe it was a Hess gas station that's on 78, and I needed to get some gas and a bag of Doritos because I was snacked. So I stopped at the pump. No, let me be real. I didn't stop at the pump. I went inside to go get my Doritos and also pay my $10 for gas because I didn't have enough for a full tank. And y'all know when you go through that gas station, pump will humble you. If you don't have enough money and you try to put the card in, it's going to be like, bop, bop. Go inside and go to the cashier. Why are you so loud? I go inside and I go get my Doritos. Sorry, I can't even focus. This is so scary. I'm getting scared all over again. So I go inside to go get my Doritos and give the cashier my $10 because my card was going to bounce if I tried to do it at the pump. So I'm inside and naturally, if I see somebody, if they look at me out of just, I don't know, if someone looks at me, I tend to just give them a quick smile. That's it. We don't need to talk. We don't need to stop. I don't need to know your name. I don't need to know where you're from. I don't care who you are. It's just natural for me to just smile. Not every time you see me it's gonna happen, but probably 80% of the time if you do see me, I'm gonna smile. Why did I do that night? I'm in the line with my bag of Doritos and my $10 in my hand, thinking I'm the Queen of Sheba. There is a man in front of me. As I'm waiting with my Doritos, he looks back at me. Like I said, he smiled at me like a quick smile, gave me a nod, and I gave him a smile back, thinking that was it. That was not it. I kid you not. He goes up in front of me because there was somebody in front of him. They go pay for their thing and they walk out the store. He walks up to the lady in front of me, gets his stuff rung up. The lady says it's gonna be $5.33. He looks at her, looks at me, except this time, the smile is long. And I'm not talking about looking back at you. He's staring at me with a smile. After he already smiled at me 2 minutes earlier while we're waiting in line, the lady keeps saying $5.33. $5.33. That is his total. I don't know if he had a juice. I don't know if he got a Bowie knife. I don't know what it was, but that $5.33 was just not as intriguing as it was to turn around and stare at me. Whatever. So he turns around, finally he pays for his whatever he got, and he walks out of the store. Now, I'm thinking, phew, that was weird. I walk up to the lady just to confirm that I'm not losing my mind. Yeah, I asked her, I said, did you see that? She said, yeah, girl, that was weird. And I'm thinking, okay, no big deal. It was a big deal. I turn around, y'all. I look in the window to my left. This man is still sitting there and he's still staring at me. And what he's doing is just the most dead, icy, scary stare. Literally, I heard, I want to play the sound. I heard the scary dunk that you hear in a scary movie. I literally almost peed myself. He did not care. There was other people in that gas station. He did not care. It was me. It was the cashier. It was an older gentleman. It was a younger guy who was stocking the beers. And it was my new friend, Scary Man. Scary Man sat there and stared at me. I kid you not. It was more than 10 to 15 seconds. I looked away and I said, y'all, he stared at me. The gas station cashier, I want to find her name. I'm going to call her Donna. Donna, she said, oh my goodness, I see him. And because the way she said it, we both were loud and boisterous. I guess it startled him and snapped him out of his trance for whatever reason. And he started walking to the side. I said, you not gonna get me tonight. So I made a scene as what you would do if you were scared. And I said, I said to myself, I don't want to walk outside because there's lights, of course, at the gas station, but I'm not with anybody. Like a dummy, I didn't charge my phone before I left, so my phone is completely dead. I'm sure I could have asked the person to call a cell phone or do whatever, but I had no way to safely get in my house and make sure that this man wasn't going to follow me. So he's outside, he's walking to the side of the gas station, and I'm thinking, okay, he's getting in his car. And I told the guy, it's so funny, the guy who was stocking the beers, I'm gonna call him Joe. Joe was stocking the beers. And I literally think because Joe is younger, he seems like he has a little bit of agility and flexibility to him, just in case if we have to wrestle him down and give him a DDT, Joe can help me. I look at Joe. I said, and I'm like, yeah, did you see that? Joe looks at me and says, and goes back to stocking the beers. Joe said, you don't pay me enough. Joe said, get somebody else to do it. I ain't dying with you tonight. I was like, no, I'm ready to get in my car and I'm ready to go. So I walk outside. The older gentleman, I'm going to call him Stanley. Stanley's about I want to give him about a good 67. Looks like he smokes a few per day, just chilling, doing his job, just lingering and loitering. We go outside. He said, I'll walk you outside. I said, thank you. We're walking outside. I get in my car, Stanley gives me the high five and says it's okay. I just so happen to look in my rear view mirror. Why scary man in his car behind me pulling out at the same time? Literally pulling out the same time. I put on my blinker and I'm driving down 78 and I veer off to a side street because I know a little bit of the street because I used to talk to somebody who used to live off at 78. So I'm going in all the back streets. I'm passing churches, seeing if people got revival so I can pull in. I'm driving down. I see Scary Man behind me. Scary Man is almost on my bumper. I'm booking it. I'm driving. And in my mind, just drive by the police station. So I drive up to the police station and I'm thinking I can get rid of him. Scary Man circles me. Scary Man said, you can Google me. These policemen know me. I'm just going to keep circling with you. I'm going all over the place. I don't want him to follow me home because I don't want to bring that foolishness to my house. And I finally went off on a couple of cross streets. I turned off my lights, waited to see if anybody was following me. And then I eventually was able to get home.